Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to Conqueror's Blade. So today we're going to be taking a bit of an overview of the Prefecture Guards. So we head over to our unit tree, onto the melee tree. See, these guys here, they're part of the Silver era. They're kind of the third in the tech tree of the short sword units. So we started with the Sword Militia, and then the Iron Cap Swordsman, and then I've unlocked these guys. Cost 7,500 on it. Took quite a while actually to get enough to unlock them, because you have to do a couple of other things along the way as well. Although some of these actually give some pretty nice bonuses, including this one, which I'm going to get next, I think, the Harsh Regime, because that's 5% bonus not only to the Prefecture Guard, but also to the Iron Caps and the Sword Militia. So, initial impressions of the Prefecture Guard, really nice unit. They're kind of like Sword Militia and Iron Cap joined together. So the Sword Militia, for their value, are really quite a nice brawling unit. They don't have an amazing charge, they're not all about that charge, but they have pretty decent combat stats considering that they're quite a low tier unit. They have good attack, good defense, so they seem to do well in fights and quite good survivability. Then you get onto the Iron Caps, who are really all about that charge. They do lots of charge damage, have quite short cooldown on the charge. They're really that charge in, pull out, charge in, pull out. They're sort of the ultimate shock troop. But then those two suddenly get combined in the Prefecture Guards to sort of form this hard-hitting shock troop, but that can also then stick in and brawl it out the fight when it gets into doing the damage. We'll head over and look at them in the barracks, because you can kind of see them with the updated stats, if I can see them. So yeah, things that they get, their slashing damage is really quite good. I've got a little bit more upgrading to do on this. We're going to get another 2% on the Razor Sharp, which will make them a little bit better. But then after that, it's mostly upgrades to their Prefecture Drill. So yeah, so their weapon damage is good, penetration is decent, and then they have decent defenses, really good block abilities as well. It's a good sized 28-man unit. That all seems to really pan in their favour. Then on top of that, you get their unit order abilities. So they get their Shield Rush, the classic ability. You know, it's the same base ability as the Iron Caps, but yeah, and it does a good amount of damage. You know, you get these guys charging in, they hit for some really good 3,000 hit damage. Charge into the back of a unit of woodcutters, and you can almost wipe them out. And if you hit a unit of archers or muskets with the charge, they're gone. They're just not there anymore. Then they also have the Cover Commander ability, which is really kind of cool. Basically, they form like a ring around you. Then as you move, they try and move that ring with you. So yeah, it's like having your own little sort of retinue, personal retinue that looks after you. They do their best to stop you taking damage. But the main ability, which kind of all these guys revolve around, is the Prefecture Drill. It has, at least at base, it has a 60-second cooldown. And it doesn't really specify what it does, other than it allows them to fight more effectively for a short time. It says same sort of thing here, that they just fight to a high standard. I think it's basically just a buff ability. It just gives them increased damage, increased defense, that sort of thing. When you activate it in amongst sort of a tough fight, they seem to then do some seriously good hits on damage, including they take down heroes really quite quickly as well once they get surrounded, because that high slashing damage combined with the fact you can give them that sort of buff of an unknown amount, but it's certainly a buff nonetheless, sort of makes them really, really quite an effective unit. Other few things worth pointing out, which I'm probably going to be doing on the actual tech tree, is the fact they have quite an extensive research path. I mean, it's going to cost tons of honour to get all this research, but one day I certainly will start to think looking about this, because we can get, what's that going to be, 24% bonus to health, then 24% bonus to penetration and damage. It's going to put them really high on their damage potential. For only 180 leadership, seems well worth it to me. So yeah, that's the Prefecture Guards. We're going to be hopping straight into a siege battle. And yeah, we'll kind of see how we get on. Hopefully we can put them to good use and hopefully kind of demonstrate why these guys are quite effective and why they're so good in combat. So I shall see you all in the battle. So we are loading into battle onto a siege map. For the start at least, I have spawned with my Prefecture Guard, but I'm just going to leave them on the ground for now. Hit the bottom of the steps. Don't want them to get hit unnecessarily by artillery or anything. It's always a little bit of a while before these things actually get into some proper fighting. So let's get up onto the wall, see what, if anything, we can do with any of our artillery. Try and take out some of the enemy guns, although I'm not necessarily the best shot. Look at that terrible shot. Not actually even anyone on that gun, so I guess we might as well go for the one that's got someone on it. A little bit of up elevation. Yeah. Got a unit.
The enemy siege tower is advancing.
A bit high, that maybe. Oh, spot on, spot on. Good, 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 good. Just try and deal as much damage as we can to some of the siege equipment, and then we'll try and take out things like the siege towers and stuff if we can. What else is there to shoot me immediately in front of me? Not that much. Can anyone see any other artillery? Should we have a pop of that random cube of spearmen at the back?
Towers preparing to advance.
Oh, a little bit low. In which case, trebuchet will start to deal with some of the siege towers that are going to start coming in. Or at least they should be starting to move this stuff in. If they're not, they're only going to regret their price themselves.
Enemy siege towers preparing to advance.
It looks like their infantry is starting to get up on it. You would think.
The enemy siege
There
tower
we go.
is advancing.
At least gives them one less way up to the tower, which is kind of an important thing if we can take this thing out. Just delays them all that little bit longer. A couple more shots, 2 more shots probably, and then I think they'll be out of commission. One of the enemy teams left the battle already. It's good for us, bad for them. And boom! God, they explode, don't they? I don't think we're going to have enough damage to take that one out, and it doesn't look like there's actually anyone on it anyway currently. We'll just target some infantry. A little bit high there, unfortunately. On the move now anyway. Anyone else in front of us? Doesn't really look like they are. So, let's have a look. Looks like we've got quite a few enemy infantry coming up the walls. So, let's summon our Prefecture Guard. We should be at the bottom of those stairs. Cool, and let's think about what we're going to do. Are we going to just go straight in? I'd rather you guys actually just formed up here a second. If we're going to fight them, that's fine, but let's fight them, not...
The enemy battering ram is preparing to advance.
Right, forwards infantry. Try not to hit the wall too much. Guards en masse. Should get in some good initial damage hits. Let's go straight for the Prefecture deal. Try and get that damage in if we can. Just want to try and deal with this block. Just how many casualties we're going to take doing it. This is where the Prefecture Guard come into them. You can see the damage hits they're causing. Really quite good. So far, some casualties, but not too many. Along with our allies in support, Prefecture Guard are pretty good in this sort of situation. We haven't got our shield rush back yet. Let's reform, reform, reform. Give ourselves that 5 seconds to build ourselves up, because the shield rush is well worth doing. Let's go for it. Charge! Because you get quite a good amount of damage in the shield rush. You should be able to see the hits come in as they land, which you do. Very good hero move by me. Starting to build up plenty of kills. Someone just fell off the wall, I just saw them. Be careful that doesn't become me. So we're down to 13 people now. So we did take quite a lot of casualties, but we cleared a whole stretch of wall of enemy units. Secured ourselves 46 kills for around, what, sort of 15 dead. So, not too bad. And that's just where, for me, the Prefecture Guard excels all the time. Just those sort of smallish fight situations where there's not too many enemy heroes. When dealing with enemy units particularly, they get in with that good charge. They hit like the Iron Cap Swordsman, but then they're not weak in the brawling. And they can brawl in a way that other units don't seem to be able to. I have no clue. Where am I going? Looks like the enemy is more pushing B at the moment, so we can have a look around there. Can we close that? Against to close it if we can.
Enemy captured the point.
Cool. Don't come in that way. So it looks like they're pushing hard at B. Are they all on the walls or are they coming on the ground? They're coming on the ground. Is there getting too many for us to deal with here? Sort of. But we're going to go anyway. Let's go straight into the back of them. This is going to be a bit of a death situation, I think. But we should get some good hits at least in. You can see some of the hits we're getting there for 3,000. Go straight on with the Prefecture drill as well. And let's just dive valiantly and get as many kills as we can, particularly from the Prefecture Guards. Try not to... Oh, I got countercharged. Oh, those pikemen. What a charge they just did there. Okay, that was good. But we gave a pretty valiant effort. 70 kills or 69 kills with our Prefecture Guard. So, yeah, they're a good brawling unit. I find them best just to be hyper-aggressive with them. I think that works really quite well. I think they really fall down when you get caught out in the situations where you're sort of fighting in the slower battles, particularly when there's an enemy ranged. You know, they're good, but they're not that strong. Stand them in front of muskets for any period of time, and they will just get cut down. And they really fail in that sort of situation. It looks like they're actually capping our base already, so this doesn't sound quite so positive. Let's bring our musketeers over this way. Whoa. Where the hell have this lot come from? I don't think any of us were kind of expecting this. Gonna have to just get kind of stuck in. A little bit of a risk because we might end up dying here, but what can we do? If we don't, we're going to lose. Let's try and put these musketeers in the alley, see if that's going to help me. Got a health as well. We've got a few more friendly units turning up now. Hopefully our muskets can bring to bear the damage a little bit. Got health. Health! Heal! Oh, missed my ability as well. Annoying. Oh. Oh, muskets, keep up your rate of fire. Yeah, they're doing good now. Good job, guys. And if we can deal with some of these enemy heroes, like you do. God, you've got tough armor, haven't you? Well, you are level 100 and something. Have a bit of a self-heal. Oh! Jeepers. Deadly Sentry. We're still getting kills. Our muskets are doing a good job. Okay, we seem to have immediately solved the immediate situation, but that was hard. It was a hard fight. Let's get these guys. I want them to just form up just the other side of this alleyway here. They're covering this this stretch. An enemy archer up on the wall by the looks of it. Now we've got to try and hold this central point for 9 minutes. I can't see it happening, but you know, you never know. What have we got? Quite a few enemy units coming up here by the looks of it. Put ourselves a little bit into this sort of fight. Oh dear. An enemy just walked near my muskets again. Just got a hero kill, but it was nowhere near me. I think someone walked into gun range. Deal with a few of these. Oh, pushed over. I could bring my muskets forwards, but I think for now that I want to leave them there, so they're the sort of backstop line. Because they're really starting to push through here now by the looks of it. Oh, yeah. Getting dangerous. Keep ourselves back a little bit. We don't want to get cut down too early on. There's an enemy archer around here somewhere. Keeps shooting me. Quite the pain. Woodcutter being a bit bold. Oh, he got killed. So our muskets are continuing fine. They're going to end up pushing up against this spear line now. So this is going to be where the battle gets even more tough. Because once they push through here, it's going to turn into that open square and their numbers are really going to be in their favour. I'm also worried that we're going to start to get a trebuchet strike coming in any second now. And that will be really in their favour as well. Our muskets are firing now pretty much flat out. Go for a little self-heal. It is an AoE self-heal on this longsword as well, which is nice because it means it supports your allies as well. Enemy hero's died. Goodness. This is a bit of a big fight, isn't it? Keep that self-heal up. Ooh, musketeers shot someone. Good job. Don't let them break through. Hold the line. God, kills are doing well. Grand bloodbath. Good. We've got another kill. God, we're racking up all the hero kills. Maybe this should have been video. Shouldn't be about the Prefecture Guard, but how wonderful the musketeers are. I did a separate video on the musketeers. They are a wonderful unit. They just serve different purposes. In the right situations, the Prefecture Guard can be just as good as musketeers. You know, if you get a charge off against musketeers with the Prefecture Guard, then you just do fabulously. But it can just be quite hard to do. Amazingly, we seem to actually be doing quite well, which is kind of unexpected. A health up. Oh, some of these enemy heroes are getting cut down. Nice job, team. Well, we've still got over 5.5 minutes. We're a long way away yet from anything vaguely resembling success, but still, quality effort. Even if we lose now. Okay, let's fall back to friendly lines if we can. Down a little bit there. Okay, another enemy hero down, but not by us. Ooh, a bit of a unit charge. Watch out for that. those Iron Cap Swordsmen. They have a really good unit charge, the Iron Cap Swordsmen, but that's where I feel the Prefecture Guards, unlike the Iron Cap Swordsmen, not only have the good charge, but they also have the brawling capability. The Iron Caps are great on the charge, but then they didn't really have the health of the defense points to be stuck in a more of a prolonged fight. And obviously with the Prefecture Drill that they get, the Prefecture Guards get as well, that really helps them in that sort of thing. Die. Ow. Run me over. Ow. He's playing it very brave, isn't he? Oh, there's the trebuchet strike, maybe? Or someone just... Oh, no, it's probably just an explosive arrow. So our shield militia's getting a little bit thin on the ground now on our little wall. Oh, particularly if they're going to start doing that. Oh, they set a cannon up. Yeah, that's gonna help them. Is going to where things are going to be getting more difficult because we're now sort of running out of good units. We've still got 4 minutes to go, and the enemy are kind of remassing up and reforming. What a fight, though. There's a champion for... Oh dear, farmers have turned up. That's not going to be a lot of help. Oh, that enemy hero went down. Nice. Score. We have to do here. We're going to have a hard time. That cannon is what's going to have turned this fight because it really smashed that shield wall. Look how many enemies we've got turning up now. We've got no one left to defend, and they're still cannoning me. That cannon got me right in the face, and that's me down. And there comes the trebuchet strike as well, I think, coming in. Brutal. We gave that a really good fight. I really enjoyed that battle. I don't think my musketeers have ever got so low on ammo. They fired so many rounds. What a battle. Had almost 200 kills. Good job. I don't think we're going to be able to pull that bound back now. I think it's just too many enemies getting in the cap circle, and we don't have enough units left to be able to really make a difference. Not to hold it for that long. That cannon. Damn that cannon. I think we could have really had that otherwise. Oh well. We might get a respawn in, possibly. A few of our musketeers are still alive and still firing. I can still see my hits landing every now and then. A lot of them died. Up to 206. Crazy. And there we go. Our musketeers retreating. What have we got left to bring in? Unit of pikemen, sword militia, or an archers. No, we're going for our sword militia. These are a decent brawling unit. They don't have the charge or they don't have the damage potential of the Prefecture Guard, but they're still, for the cost, actually a really decent unit to be honest. Well, I like their sprint ability. It means they can always turn up really fast. Charge! Let's get stuck in. Just do it. I was expecting to get hit by a cannon again a little bit. We'll kill that hero. Good job. Stuck in amongst those few enemy archers that are around there while we might as well. A couple of woodcutters for us to cut down. Amazingly, we seem to be pushing them back again. I don't quite know how this has happened. Oops. Careful, I don't get too far forwards. Little brave there. Here or there. Keep the damage up on him if we can. Some enemy pipe militia. Should be able to cut those guys down pretty ruthlessly. Can be great in some situations, but not in sort of mass broad fights like that. Pipe militia don't seem to do very well. Oh, knocked down there. Actually pushing the enemy right back. We could end up winning this fight. This is going to be immense if we do. Now I'm going to reform my spear militia. And we've got a unit up there. Okay, they're making a bit of a concerted repush, I think, now. Let's go for a charge. Can't even see in this tunnel anymore. There's too many units. Someone's got some big flag in my face. What a fight. Everyone's getting low on units now because the quality of units in these fights is just getting worse and worse. We're down to most people seem to be deploying woodcutters or basic archers, militia and things like that. It's kind of funny. Try and get this scowl guy down if we can. Oh, big hits, big hits, big hits. Oh, I'm stuck. Oof. a huge fan of fighting in this tunnel. Our spear militia is starting to take casualty. But we've got this. 15 seconds. We've done it. Wow. Good job, team. What an awesome battle. And yeah, I really enjoyed that. What a fight. How many kills? Nice. Can't deploy abilities. Maybe got one more kill there right before the end. Awesome. What an awesome battle. And even got a secret vault at the end to top it off. I seem to have had a real string of these vaults. Nice little bit of extra silver. Oh, awesome. We've got a sophisticated helmet schematic and a ballista as well. Well, what an awesome battle. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know what you think down below. Are you heading towards the Prefecture Guard like I was? They are a really nice unit. Apparently, at times, not as nice as the muskets. But that's just, those muskets are just insane at times. I think they're going to get a nerf at some point, but we shall see. So anyway, yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for lots more Conqueror's Blade content, and I shall see you guys all on the next video.